Good morning, Dubai, and happy Thursday to all those who are fasting. You can do it a few more days only. And Annika's laughing at me because I keep on talking about this. And of course, it is extremely hard, I must say, to everyone who's fasting, coming from someone who is fasting.
I'm just wondering if you're saying this to yourself or to the other people.
I mean,
because every day she's like, few more days left. Few more days.
We can do this because the more that you are closer to the finish line, the harder it gets. I can assure
Words
you
of
that.
wisdom.
So you guys, quotes by Farah. And Annika's just like laughing at me. So you guys, now let's just give you the news for today. UAE pauses aid to Gaza after Israel illegally kills 7 aid workers.
The Dubai Metro unveils exciting upgrades to the Red Line.
As well, 2 of the world's most Instagrammable hotels are in, of course, none other than Dubai.
And later on in the show, we are going to be talking to Stefan Muller, who has conquered the 777 challenge. This is very exciting and interesting.
Well, a challenge that we need to conquer is social media. Because it can be really toxic. You know what I mean? For example, like I'm on TikTok. Or Instagram, or I'm researching one thing.
Okay.
And the next thing, it's like, oh yeah, I all of a sudden have anxiety, depression, ADHD, all of these things. And I'm like, what? Don't you agree?
So you're self-diagnosing.
I mean, it's hard, you know what I mean? Because like, for example, you go see, let's say, a TikTok video. Okay. And it's someone who goes like, oh yeah, if you have these symptoms, you have anxiety.
Okay, but like, Farah, why are you listening to these people? Go to a doctor.
Exactly, but you know what I mean? This is like the point. Like the point is, social media have been very toxic, that it has been allowing us to, I would say, self-diagnose ourselves. But I'm not saying that I'm diagnosing myself. I'm just saying, like, in general, I'm normal, I'm happy, I'm fine, I'm perfect, internally. But I mean, like, for example, like I see all of the kids that are very vulnerable because like at this age, their minds, let's say at like a younger age, kids who are like 16, 17, their minds are like a sponge.
Right.
And so everything that they hear, they just like grasp onto it. And what happens is they watch a video, and the video is saying things like, oh yeah, if you have these symptoms, you suffer from anxiety. If you have these symptoms, you suffer from depression. And the kids do tend to actually go by that and believe that. What do you think?
You're right. I'm just wondering, like, this is out of all the ways I thought I would start my morning. Depression and anxiety were not it.
Of course.
But you're right. We do a lot of our time goes on social media nowadays because this is where the world is. And kids, especially teenagers, I feel like, yes, you're right. They're very impressionable. And to go on social media then and see a lot of social media is all aspirations, right? It's all the beauty and the bane of social media is that you can project a kind of lifestyle that you might be manifesting while not really living it, but people will believe that that's the lifestyle you own. And of course, when perhaps me as a teenager will see this happening for some like 27-year-old woman, I think that that's where I should be. When it's not necessarily like when she was a teenager, she was probably at the same place where I was. So there's a lot of like mixed timelines, mixed age groups, different algorithms, and like it is a very vicious void. But I think this is where it's very important as like a family to connect with your family, to keep yourself grounded. And I think if parents are listening, talk to your children, talk to them about what they see on social media, get those interactions, understand where they're coming from, understand how you can change things around if they're being exposed to things that might harm them, might harm their esteem, might harm their image. I mean, as it is, teenagers, honestly, they're going through so much.
They are.
They don't need more. Like, as a teenager, you're just like, you think the world is after you. And it goes on until like you're 23 or 25. So yeah, it's not the best time now, but yeah.
No, I do agree with you.
I'm existential.
I mean, now Annika's gonna be like, but you know what? Like, it just gets me to the question. Like, we now live in the digital era and the era of like social media, where
we do.
Social media actually plays a huge role in everyone's lives.
Indeed, it is.
But for kids, it's, as we said earlier, it's like their minds are like a sponge. They just like grasp onto everything, and they just don't have the awareness that, like, people are posting on social media what the other person or the other party wants other people to view. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, hey, I had a very bad day. This and that has been really happening, you guys.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So, yes.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yes,
we'll all figure it out.
So now it is day 180 days since the genocide began in Gaza. And according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health in the Gaza Strip, the death toll has risen to 32,975, while 75,577 have been injured and more than 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes. As well, Dubai iftar time for today, if you guys are waiting, it is 6:40 p.m. and you can find up-to-date prayer times on Lovin Dubai website. So let's jump to our first big story. UAE pauses aid to Gaza after Israel kills 7 aid workers. UAE pauses aid to Gaza after, as I said, Israel illegally kills 7 aid workers as the UAE supplies aid via maritime corridor from Cyprus to Gaza. Now, in a statement to Reuters, a UAE official mentioned that these efforts are on pause until safely guarantees from Israel and as well a full investigation into the death of aid workers in Gaza.
So what happened recently was that 3 illegal targeted strikes were carried out by Israeli terrorists and 7 people from the World Central Kitchen in Gaza were killed. The marchers were traveling in a deconflicted zone with the World Central Kitchen logo, and they were traveling in a soft skin vehicle.
Now, the World Central Kitchen as well prepares fresh, nourishing meals across Gaza daily. They have 60-plus kitchens in southern and central Gaza, and as well, sadly, the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu released a dismissive statement, reducing the murder spree to a cost of war.
The attack is being seen as a deliberate attempt to starve Gaza and scare the aid away, and now several leaders have begun asking for accountability.
You know, Annika, we have seen how the UAE has strongly stood by the victims of Gaza and Palestine in general. And this news, I would say, breaks my heart on so many levels, because at this point, it's not only the people of Gaza are victims of, the genocide, but also people who are trying to help, even if they are not actual victims, but they are still victims in a way. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like now, I would say like Israel just striked the UAE in a way, in an indirect way, just to have them send aid in order, as you said, to starve the people of Palestine and the victims of Gaza.
Yes.
All right. Well, now let's jump to our next story, which I think will be handy to all of you guys who use the metro. So Dubai Metro unveils an exciting upgrade to the Red Line. Of course, starting April 15th, the Dubai Metro's Red Line will introduce 2 direct routes connecting Center Point Station to UAE Exchange and Expo 2020 stations, meaning passengers no longer need to transfer trains at Jabal Ali Station.
The Roads and Transports Authority announced that the Red Line will operate on a Y junction, meaning a system where trains will run interchangeably, guaranteeing a smooth travel experience for passengers bound for either UAE Exchange or Expo 2020 station from the center point station.
Now, Hassan Al-Mutawwa, Director of Retail Operation at the RTA, explained, saying, passengers will no longer need to transfer at the Jabal Ali metro station. Those traveling from Ibn Battuta station to UAE Exchange can now enjoy a direct trip, while those headed to Gardens and as well to Expo 2020 can easily board a train directly to their destination. The initiative will save energy by cutting down on the total distance trains travel, using less power during trips and needing fewer trains to run the updated timetable, which is actually a very good, I would say, initiative.
Indeed.
And
I personally use the metro quite a bit, and I think for me, the lesser interchanges I have to make, the better my experience, because I don't know how often you travel, but whenever I used to travel in the metro, at least, I go from I used to live in the Green Line side, so Oud Mehta station. From Oud Mehta station, I will go till Burjuman, and then if, let's say, my friends have decided to hang out at, which was the mall that we go to? Dera City Center.
Okay.
That was the hub of our hangouts when I was a kid. So I would take the train from Burjuman and then go. No, that's fine. It was very easy.
Okay.
But like go till and then from Burjuman I'll interchange into Union Station, and then from Union you have to interchange and go into City Center Dera Station. Now the problem for me was it was always so difficult to figure out, because so you have to keep in mind there are 4 terminals suddenly, and you have to pick a terminal now, and it gets so confusing, and because like there's a crowd, because everybody is trying to get to a place, everybody's trying to interchange a line, and then you're just it's just confusing, and so yeah, I'm just really glad that there are now direct trains to Jabal Ali, and
I actually agree with you. Like changing stations can be really, really, really confusing, because at this point you're like, fine, where do I go? Like, I have gone, like when I used to use the metro and actually change stations, I would go in the wrong train, and I would like only figure that out when I would be in the train. I'd be like, what? How
that's
does
a
that?
peak metro experience, that you get into a train, you go a little bit, and then like, oops, it's the other way.
And then you have to go out, and then you have to wait for the next train, and then you have to, oh my God, it's like a hassle. So this is actually needed. This is like the biggest news. I can assure you that, you know what I mean? I mean, God, at this point as well, as you said, because like when you are changing the trains and with the crowd that is not only in the train, outside of the train too, everyone's trying to get to the next train, and it's like your mind just like slips off. It just goes like, whoo, you know what I mean? It's like
I agree.
Different.
But you know what? So small things. We now have this effort by the Dubai Metro. Very soon the blue line's coming up. Inshallah, maybe soon we'll get a purple line. Ooh. And things will get better.
I really hope so. Go ahead.
When I was young, I snuck into the metro and I got caught by the RTA, and I thought I was going to jail, but they let me go, so I learned a really good lesson from it. Never sneak into the metro.
Wow, we have a rebel in the system here.
Yeah. He learned his lesson.
Who quickly learned his lesson as... Yeah, so basically the takeaway from Ali Khalil's story, which he just gave us, was don't try to illegally go on the metro or the bus. To be honest, the checking is pretty intense.
Yeah.
They just come in and they're like, scan your card. And then you're just like, I know that I've scanned my card, but I still panic a little bit, and I'm like fumbling. Suddenly I can't find my card. I'm just like, I'm here, I swear.
I paid for this. I paid for this ticket. Actually, yes, but by the way, just one thing, because like it makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, for example, a lot of people do buy like the gold ticket.
Yeah.
And a lot of people sneak in the gold cabin without having a ticket.
That's true.
So it's like, and then what happens is it creates, I would say, a lot of it's not comfortable. There are a lot of people, you know what I mean? Like it's like it doesn't make sense. So just like guys, just like don't rebel. Don't be like Ali. If you guys heard us, guys, as well, let us know in the comments. Have you had any bad metro station stories? As well, by the way, even like chewing gum in the metro is not allowed. So just,
chewing gum, eating, all of that.
So you're gonna get,
you know.
I mean,
you get what you get. But let's move on to our next story. Two of the world's most Instagrammable hotels are in Dubai. On a recent listing by Dubai Tours and Tickets, 2 Dubai hotels made it to the top 10 most Instagrammable hotels in the world. And these hotels are, drum roll please.
They are. The number 1 on the list is, of course, Burj Al Arab. It is considered the most Instagrammable hotel globally, with its Instagram hashtag appearing in over 2.5 million posts.
And coming in number 2 is Atlantis the Palm, with the hashtag appearing in over 673,000 Instagram posts. So obviously this listing was created based on the hashtags that people use on Instagram. So I'm just thinking though, I don't know how accurate it might be anymore, because people have a habit of going to, like, let's say like Sukim Beach, which is near Burj Al Arab, and then they like you know, just stand near there, take a picture, and then you put the hashtag Burj Al Arab, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So when that happens, and like I know that there are so many people who do that, and everybody goes to the beach in Dubai. You come to Dubai, you go to the beach. So I'm just saying that it might not entirely be accurate.
But let's say it's not accurate, right? But we know Burj Al Arab. We know that Burj Al Arab is the OG.
I believe it's a 5-star or 6-star hotel.
It's a 6-star hotel. So you guys, I mean, if it's actually a 6-star hotel and it's beautiful, it's.
Have you ever been?
Yeah, I've been. It's.
You know, we've never been. I've lived in Dubai 23 years, and I have never been to the Burj Al Arab.
Oh my God, guys! Petition to take Annika to Burj Al Arab.
Sure, pay for it. I will come. I will
petition
come.
to take Annika to Burj Al Arab. But actually, you know, it's. I've been to it when I was like really young. And it's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like at this point, seeing everyone goes to Burj Al Arab. All of the celebrities do come and actually do.
For sure, any celebrity comes whenever they want to do a shoot. It's either outside the Burj Al Arab or inside the Burj Al Arab. You know, like, or with the Dubai skyline, of course. But yeah, you're right. I know that I have like a specific like idea that you don't need to like own a buy a rent a room for a night or whatever. If you want to go into the Burj Al Arab, you can also just simply book a package which allows you to go and have like a 24 karat cappuccino.
Oh my God, yes. We actually have that on our page where like a content creator actually tried it and he said that it's really good. So I'm like, I would really want to try. But
I mean, of course, if you're like having 24 karat cappuccino in the Burj Al Arab, I personally think that even if I was having water in the Burj Al Arab, it would just be elevated water. You know, it would just be an upgrade.
Exactly,
it's just a life upgrade.
It is. I mean, like just like imagine like sipping on your, I would say like golden cappuccino, right? But with like the view. Oh my God.
The Burj Al Arab is an OG. It's a classic.
It is.
And Atlantis is also, you know, slowly becoming an OG classic. It's just these are buildings that have been there since like the beginning.
Yeah.
And like Dubai is now booming and like now people are noticing it, but like we've always known in our hearts as Dubai kids, like the Burj Al Arab, I've always known, like I know that I'm approaching the beach when I see Burj Al Arab, you know, and then like suddenly, so I associate Burj Al Arab with positive beach memories. Like I still have baby pictures of like me and my dad, and the Burj Al Arab's in the background,
you know. Sweet, Annika.
So it's like these like cute little things.
That is actually very cute.
Yeah.
Guys, if you are a Dubai baby, you for sure have a picture with Burj Al Arab either behind you, or either you're next to Burj Al Arab, or either you're inside Burj Al Arab.
Yeah, just like check your baby beach photos. You're gonna see them.
Yeah, you're gonna be like with like Burj Al Arab behind you, which is actually the cutest thing ever. So guys, without further ado, we will be going on a very short break because after the short break, we have Stephen Miller who conquered the 777 challenge, which is very inspiring and as well, I think, something that we should all learn. So stay tuned after this teeny tiny short break. So guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We apologize, the guest is late. I mean, it's okay. How many times we've been late to events and places and work?
In his defense, he's like ran a big mile right now. So yeah. I'm just gonna, you take your time, man. Like, please don't run here. Like, it's fine.
Well, aside from running late,
let's make this a Ramadan special episode, okay? So
I like that.
So tell me a little bit. Now, something I've been very interested in, but I've never had access to, have been the Ramadan shows.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, so the problem for me is there's a language barrier.
Yeah,
they happen in Arabic.
Arabic, yeah.
But I know that there's a lot of good content that goes on there. Yes. Like there are, of course, you have cooking, a lot of cooking, which I find very funny that like fasting Muslims do this to themselves. That you're fasting.
It's like you are
and
doing
you're
this
watching
to yourself, funny. You are.
But yeah, so tell me a little bit, like what goes on?
Right.
What are the biggest shows this season?
So, first of all, as you said, Ramadan series are like, they're just like a vibe. Because what happens is, after iftar, the whole family sits and gathers around to, watch either a show or what's on TV. And probably, like, they're just like, I don't know how they just like manage to watch all of the shows, but they do. So the biggest shows that I think for me are Ramiz Jab ibn al-Akhir.
Okay.
Can you say that in Arabic? Guys, can we teach Anika? Ramiz Jab min al-Akhir.
Al-Akhir.
Yes, you got it. High five. Yeah. Yes.
Ramiz Jab min al-Akhir.
Yeah. So let me tell you about the show.
Now.
So, oh my God, I'll give you the Syrian passport. Okay, I don't think you would really need that. No.
Actually, I do want the Syrian passport. I want to go to Syria.
Oh.
Anyways, but like
yeah,
that's
that is a different topic.
Tell me about Ramiz Jab min al-Akhir.
Oh wow! See, guys, Anika got it like this. So, it's technically Ramiz is known to be a prankster.
Okay.
And he is like very, 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 I would say, he's a very harsh prankster, and every Ramadan he has a prank show.
Interesting.
Every Ramadan. So like there's like one where like he took the other like famous other Arab celebrities to the wild and have like I don't know.
Is he like Ellen, like but Arab?
He is even worse.
No,
he's even worse. Like his pranks are not even like normal pranks. You know what I mean? They're like really.
So would you say you watch it
pranks.
out of sadistic tendencies, or?
I mean, we used to watch it because like the reactions of the celebrities would be very funny. But now I'm watching it because it's actually really good. Because for this season, his show is not like a show of just like a prank.
Okay.
His show is more of like, you know, he's getting two celebrities who hate each other or had feud or fought or something like that. And he forces them to, you know, come face to face and just like, you know, face their issues between each other. How does he do that? So he technically gets them both. He lies to them like, hey, I am, you have an interview, and the celebrity sadly just like believes, right? And then the other celebrity as well comes. And then
this is so interesting.
It is. And then you know what he does?
So much gossip.
Literally. And
Such
then,
a pot stirrer.
Literally. And then he tells them like, fine, you have now a secret code that you need to say, and then they slide down a slide. And then like, boom, they meet.
You know, I'm very interested. I just want to know what would happen if he did that with Dubai Bling.
Oh God. The thing is, you know, I don't think that Dubai Bling would, because like the drama that happened, like the people that who have drama, the people that he has got, have way more drama than Dubai Bling. I can assure you that. For example, like he was getting the famous Hassan Shakouch. I don't know if you know Hassan Shakouch.
No, I don't.
He's an Egyptian singer, and he's really famous. He got married last, I think, a year and a half ago. And him and his wife, oh my God, the drama, the drama that happened with them was impeccable. It was not even normal.
We love peeking into windows.
Literally. And then, well, what happened is apparently, I don't know, she said he kicked her out of the house, and then literally, like their marriage lasted for like a few
Okay, but
days.
like let's keep that for Ramiz to do.
Exactly.
Tell me, so I know, aren't you also doing a show?
I am, exactly, yeah, I am. I am talking about all of the Ramadan
let's give a quick
shows.
shout out to your show. Tell us about where we can watch it.
So guys, I'm doing a show called Trendat Ramadan, where I speak about all of the Arabic shows that are now, you know, that are actually were happening like in Ramadan. But I'm speaking in Arabic. However, I think you guys can, I would say, understand from my facial expressions what I mean or what I'm saying, hopefully. And because as well, I do put, by the way, some snippets of the show in my show. Snippets of the show, not my show. I mean, the snippets of the
different shows that you're talking about.
Exactly, in my show, just to give you like I would say just like a bit of, I would say, understanding of what the shows are about. And not only that, by the way, as well. For example, there's not only Ramiz. There is
give us your top three.
My top three: Ramiz, Ulad Badi'a.
Ulad Badi'a.
Yes, and 2024. Because 2024, last year, there was a show called 2020. And they moved on to this year to 2024. So like the jump from 2020 to 2024 was like, why? Because apparently it's a story about a lady who lost her brother, and then she took revenge and killed someone. And yeah, she took revenge. Guys, just watch my show at this point.
Fascinating. Love that.
You know, so guys, come on. Like, for example, if you are really going to be watching this show, my show, you need to actually watch my show because it's really nice. And Annika, I would really advise that you would watch Ramiz because it's very entertaining and it's actually for a good purpose. If it was just him, you know, let's say pranking people, I would rate it honestly a 9 out of 10. Ramiz's old shows, I would give them, I would say, a 5 out of 10. Do you know any Arabic shows?
I don't know any Arabic shows, but you know, seeing that this is the month of Ramadan, actually, I have a bunch of ideas for how what you can do in the last few days of Ramadan.
Yes, sure, go ahead.
Would you like to listen to them?
Of course,
okay.
Since Eid is coming.
Yes. So this is basically my little list on like ways to give back to the community, because as you know, Ramadan is all about giving back to people and doing all that charity and doing all those good deeds. So for example, of course, there are all those meal donations, meal packing. There's Draw a Smile, there's the Giving Family, there's Draw a Smile and Dubai Goodwill. These three, they're always there every day until Eid. They're doing Ramadan kit distribution. So you can go in, you can just register, you can pack with them, you can pack the food, and it's usually like a little meal of like a biryani and like fruits and water and whatever. Plus, you get to pack all of it and you get to send it. So, and you get it distributed to people. You see a smile on their face. And I think that's really sweet. I'm part of it. I haven't gone to one yet because I've been so under the weather, but I do hope to make it to one at least, maybe today or tomorrow.
Well, hopefully you guys, Ramadan is still there. So you guys can still, you know, hop on your good deeds if you want, you know what I mean? Like, just like to get in the vibe of Ramadan. So you guys, sadly, our guest will not be making it. Of course, he probably got stuck in traffic, which is very normal and it's very okay. But other than that, a huge thank you, a huge big thank you to Anika for joining me today on the Lovin Dubai show. It was a pleasure actually sitting and talking to you. The Lovin Dubai show is going to be back with you live tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Same time, same place.
Bye-bye.